I recently made one of my clients over $100,000. And if you're looking to scale, there's something that you can do that will almost transform your business overnight. Help you sign up to 50% more clients than you are right now, make 50% more money. And that's without posting more frequently than you are at the moment. Or if you're running ads, it's without spending more money on ads and increasing your ad spend. A lot of coaches and offer owners assume that in order to make more money, they just simply need more leads. If we have more leads, if we have more traffic, whatever the conversion is, whatever the conversion rate is right now, we're going to make more money. And obviously, or like if you're running ads, if I just increase my ad spend and that's, again, whatever the conversion rate is, that's going to make me more money. And obviously there's like truth to that. Obviously, regardless of what conversion rate you have, if you're getting more leads at the conversion rate you have, you're still going to convert and sign more clients. But there's something a lot simpler and a lot easier and a lot less risky that you should be doing before you even think about increasing the amount of times you post every week or increasing your ad spend. Because most coaches have a pipeline that looks like this bucket. It's just leaking and losing leads left, right, and center. And it's a lot easier, faster, and cheaper if you're running ads to just fix the leaks in the bucket and optimize your pipeline before you spend more time and more energy or more money to drive more traffic and open that tap so you can get more leads. And being clear on your leads journey, how they go from just being a viewer to actually becoming a client, is the first step in order to actually improve it. And like I said with this leaking bucket analogy, it's those small leaks at each step within the pipeline that really kills your revenue and makes you lose so much money and leave so much money on the table. But if you actually optimize this with the same traffic, the same amount of leads that you have right now or that you get on average throughout the month, then you could sign more clients and make more money. And what I'm about to show you is so eye-opening. And a lot of the times, most people, it's not brand new, it's not rocket science, but it's just something that people don't do and don't pay enough attention to, which is why they leave money on the table. And I want to show you how small changes can have a huge impact within your business and, like I said, almost double the revenue overnight. So as an example, and by the way, I've used really, really basic examples just to make the example really easy to digest. Obviously, there's more than this that goes into optimizing and improving your pipeline and your process from the viewer all the way to client. So if you look at this table, you can see in this example, the amount of booked calls are the same. And obviously, you can optimize a lot before the stage where someone actually books a call in order to get more booked calls. But this is just for the sake of the example. So as you can see, 100 booked calls and 100 booked calls. If the show rate is 60%, then that means 60 calls are taken, 60 live calls. If the show rate simply increases by just 10%, and there's a lot of things you can do to increase the show rate, and goes up to 70%, then that's 10 more calls. That goes up to 70, all right? So that's already 10 more calls, 10 more people that you could potentially close and get money from. That's just a small example. And if you look on the left again, or the baseline, if the close rate for those 60 calls taken is 20%, that means you're signing 12 clients for every 100 booked calls based on your show rate and your close rate. Now, what if with a 60% show rate, you increase your close rate by 30%? That means you're going to be signing 6 more clients, 18 clients in total instead of 12, which is a huge difference. But what if your show rate goes up to 70% instead of 60% and your close rate goes up to 30% instead of 20%? That means you're signing 21 clients for the same 100 booked calls instead of 12 clients. And guess how much the difference is in money? For 12 clients, if you're selling an average of $3,000 per client, that's $36,000, all right, for 12 clients. But with an optimized, just simply improving your show rate and your close rate, that's $63,000, almost double the amount of money simply by just improving your show rate and improving your close rate. Now imagine if you improve all these other things, and these are just some of the tiny examples, and these are just some of the many examples and many things that you can optimize across your whole pipeline. Now imagine you actually improve the leads journey, reduce the drop-off, reduce the amount of leaks within your bucket. Imagine this number. Imagine what this number would go up to. It would increase drastically, and it has. That's exactly what we did with my client to actually generate them over $100,000. Now, again, the old mental mode of the old theory is that, you just need more leads and that's how you're going to make more revenue. Yes. But again, there is so much you can do before you start posting even more content than you are every single week, before you spend even more money on ads, if you are running ads at the moment. There's just so much you can improve. So when you understand where your leads are dropping off and reducing the amount of drop-off points and reducing the amount of leads that drop off from A to Z, you're going to make so much more money. And that's just the natural thing. That's just so obvious. I hope that's really obvious to you right now. And just to give you another example that wasn't from the ones that I showed you above, let's just say, for example, you have a book a call funnel and they don't actually book a call automatically. You actually dial them up. You have a dialer who dials them up and they book a call. Imagine you just reduce the amount of time and optimize that and optimize the speed to lead and reduce the amount of time that it takes for you guys, your team, whoever's doing the dialing to actually call that lead up and get them booked on the call, on the calendar. Imagine how many less leads or how many more leads you actually get booked on a calendar when you reduce that time from when they apply to the point where you actually call them. That's again, just another metric amongst so many other things that you can just improve to simply make more money from the leads you already have. So again, the first thing you should be doing is actually looking at your pipeline, you tracking data and understanding where your leads are actually dropping off. Go ahead and fix those leaks, improve the things. It depends what it is. Obviously, I can't know exactly what's happening with your business to give you very specific details, but there's so many things that you can improve that can transform your business overnight. And the most important thing, obviously, is you need to actually track your data and look at data so you can make data-driven decisions, not just be like making random decisions based on how you feel or the hunch that you have about something, because that's not going to be very effective. And then even if you spend more money on ads, if you are running ads, or if you post more content so you can get more leads, you're going to be signing many more clients and you're going to be making more money. And if you want my help to scale your offer so you don't have to guess what you need to do next, then just click the link below. You can book a call and we'll see if it even makes sense for us to work together.